Hello. All right. Welcome to math. We are in the new year. Can you guys believe it? I certainly cannot. I also can't believe our Christmas break went by that fast, but here we are. I am happy to be back, have a little bit of routine, and talk to you guys. So that is nice. But let's get started. So when we left for Christmas break, we were working on adding and subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. And so that's what we're going to continue for this week. This week, we're going to talk about it. And then today, we're going to talk about it, review it, the skill. Tomorrow, we will talk about doing mixed numbers, adding and subtracting. And Thursday, we'll talk about word problems. And then Friday, we will take like an assessment for fractions up to this far just to see where we're at. And then next week, we'll start a different skill with fractions. But with that being said, I wanted to do a few problems with you just to warm us up and review. This will be a quick video because you've got a few problems to do on the next assignment. Please make sure that you have a piece of paper out and you're doing these with me. Remember, if I'm doing it, you need to be doing it. And when you're finished, just put this in your binder and hold on to it there. Put it in your math section. All right, so remember to set your problems up vertically. I've got 2/5 minus 1/3. So go on and set that problem up. And I am even going to go ahead and put my denominator, all that, ready to go. Okay. Remember to pause me if you need to, if I'm going too fast. You can control that part. All right, looking at 5 and 3. So 3 cannot go into 5, right? We could do an M, but we can also say, well, 3 times 5 would be 15. And that could be our new denominator. That's maybe a little easier for some of you guys instead of doing the M, because if we did the M, we would put the 3 and the 5, and we would say 5 times 2 is 10, 5 times 3 is 15. Remember, we're getting the multiples when we do an M, because you want to find the lowest common multiple to get your common denominator. So then we would do 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 4 is 12, 3 times 5 is 15. So 15 would be the common denominator. Or you could, if that's super hard for you, look at your denominators and think, well, can the smallest one divide evenly into the biggest one? No, can't. And if it can't, then just multiply those two. The worst thing that's going to happen is that you're going to have to reduce a little bit more. But that's not always going to be the case. All right, so let's go on and work on this. So what did you multiply 5 by to get to 15? Well, you did 3. And once you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. Then you would say 2 times 3 would be 6. What did I do to 3 to get to 15? You multiplied by 5, and then you put 5 on top. 1 times 5 is 5. And now I'm going to subtract. 6 minus 5 is 1, and then our denominator is 15. Okay, so 1 of 15. I'm going to put the date up here. Oh, can you believe it? First time I'm writing 21. Crazy. All righty. So let's go on. Let's look at 1/6 plus 7/9. All right, this might be one that you're going to want to do the M on. Again, though, you could just multiply the two denominators together, and that is fine. That's fine as well. But let's do an M. A 6 and put my 9. All right. 6 cannot go into 9 evenly. So you either need to do an M to find the common denominator, or you could multiply the two together. All right, so 9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 3 is 27. And 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3 is 18. So 18 would be the common denominator. If you multiply those together, you would have 54 as your common denominator, and you would just have to reduce a little bit more. So if you do the m, you're just saving yourself to reduce. That's it. So we'll put 18 as our common denominator. What did I do to 6 to get to 18? Well, you multiplied by 3, and then put your 3 up there. What you do to the top or the bottom, you got to do to the top. 1 times 3 is 3. And then what did I do to 9 to get to 18? You multiplied by 2. What you do to the bottom, you got to do to the top. 7 times 2 is 14. We are adding here. So you're going to say 14 plus 3 would be 17. And then that would be over 18. So that is it. That is all you have to do there. All right, let's do one more. And then when you go to the next assignment, we will do 3 together. And then you'll do the rest on your own. All right. So we've got 3. Let's see. I'm trying to find one. Those had common. No, I don't want to do common. So let's do 3/4 minus let's do 2/7. Yep. All right. I'm going to set up my problem here. All right. Can 4 go into 7 evenly? No. So I don't want to do an m. I'm going to go ahead and just multiply 4 and 7, and that's going to be 28. Okay. So you just sort of skipped a step by not having to do the m and multiplied the two denominators together. Now, what did I do to 4 to get to 28? Well, I multiplied by 7. What you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. 3 times 7 is 21. What did I do to 7 to get to 28? You multiplied by 4. And what you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. 2 times 4 is 8. So now I'm going to say 21 minus 8. And that is going to be what? What is 21 minus 8? Well, if you don't know, you can come over here to the side. And you're going to have to borrow. That becomes 11. 11 minus 8 is 3. And then you've got your 1, and you bring that down. So it would be 13. So you're going to have 13 over 28. Oops. All right. That is the answer there. So when you get to the other assignment, if you have, too much, if you're having a lot of trouble, message me on Canvas and let me know, and I can help you. And then, we'll go from there. So just let me know. We do 3 problems together. Make sure you do those together with me, and then you can work on it and it makes a mystery picture. All right, put this in your binder, and I will talk to you in just a minute. Bye.